improves your average when you're batting in front of such a great power hitter like that.
Yeah, he knows how to hit in front of a power hitter. As we mentioned, Russell Martin had some trouble hitting in front of a power hitter. I can't kind of doing too much in the 3-hole. Jeff Kent takes one low, 1-1, as Matt Kemp on at second base. As we mentioned, Andre Ethier got robbed of that base at the score in Kent. Here comes Jeff Kent outside, 2-1. A 75-mile-an-hour curveball. Jeff Kent is ahead of his count, 2-1, as Manny Ramirez stands on deck. 1 out, 0-0 game, 2-1 the count to Jeff Kent. Matt Kemp on at second. You have any guess of Jeff's middle name by chance, intern?
Gabriel.
Yeah, no, Franklin. Jeffrey Franklin Kent, born March 7th, 1968. Of course, a SoCal kid, born in Bellflower, California. Played.
Is that really his middle name?
Yeah, Franklin. Yeah, you like that, right? Franklin.
Good middle name.
And he won a World Series, of course, with the Toronto Blue Jays back in '92.
You know what that means, right?
What does it mean?
His initials are JFK.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You always come up with this wise stuff, you know?
Mike Goodnight said it.
Oh, okay, good. JFK, yeah. Very good. Jeff Kent standing in on a 2-1 count. You got to imagine he's going to get a fastball here with Manny Ramirez on deck. First base is open, though. He does get a fastball. He fouls that one off of the catcher's mask there. Even the count at 2-2. Of course, Jeff Kent comes to San Francisco, always hated, always booed. And it's funny, when he comes up to the plate, he kind of has that smirk on his face, like, all the things that I've done for you guys, and now you're booing me. But, of course, he's wearing the hated blue, considered in San Francisco as us Dodger fans. That orange color is just the most disgusting color we can think of here. Jeff Kent has been in the league for many, many years. He started off in '92 with the Toronto Blue Jays. He's been in Major League Baseball for 16 seasons now. About to turn 40 years old. Takes a pitch outside. The count is full 3-2. Kent, of course, is considered one of the best offensive second basemen in baseball history. A Hall of Fame candidate. I think he'll be in the Hall. He's got many home runs playing at second base. As he looks at the 3-2 pitch, Matt Cain comes up high, but he swung at it. Fouls that one off. It remains 3-2.
Dodgers earlier working the counts, which is good. Matt Cain's starting to struggle a little bit, so they're trying to get his pin up and trying to get to the Giants bullpen, which we all know is the greatest in the league.
Right. As they did with Cordy a little bit yesterday, I thought a lot of pitches came by yesterday that they should have swung at. That waiting around for his pitch count going up, I don't know if I'm too fond of that. Matt Cain coming, swung on and fouled off again, Jeff Kent. The count remains 3-2. Jeff, of course, like we mentioned, played with the Giants. Played with them since in 1997. And he was behind Barry Bonds. And talk about a guy who gets protected and knows how to get protected. He was protected by Barry Bonds back in the day. Now he's getting protected by Manny Ramirez. So he knows exactly what it's like to get protected and playing that third hole behind a Hall of Famer, Manny Ramirez. Ooh, the next pitch is a strike 3 called in the inside corner.
It's a late strike call.
Jeff Kent looked at that thing. I'm not sure what he was looking at. It kind of like yesterday's game. A lot of balls going by right on the corner. Correa was really working the inside and the outside corners. As Jeff Kent looks at strike 3 on the inside corner. Oh, boy. Can't really look at that thing, but here is Manny Ramirez. Of course, we all know about what Manny Ramirez has done as in Dodger Blue, batting well over 450 in Dodger Blue. We have something going on here as Manny is taking his time coming to the plate. Manny Ramirez and those dreadlocks. You know, it's funny. Once the Dodgers come in town on this little homestand, Manny is. They say he's gonna chop the dreadlock.
They didn't say how short though.
Right.
So, I mean, he could. But I don't understand why they'd have him do that. Didn't they say they're selling dreads when they get back?
Batting .485, 16 for 33, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs in Dodger Blue. You make the point. McCourt and the Dodgers.
And you know how McCourt is with money. I mean, why would you make him shave it if you're going to be making money off dreads?
Yeah, I don't know. But like you mentioned, I'm not sure that how short is he going to go is the case. And We'll find out as soon as he gets home. He does claim, he told Joe Torre that he will chop them as soon as they do play. They meet Philadelphia tomorrow, actually, in this homestand. It's a very big homestand, a 10-game homestand. Manny stands in, takes the first one low for a ball, takes the second one high. No, in there for a strike. A late call by a home plate umpire. As Manny Ramirez stands in, the count is 1-1. Kind of complaining about that call a little bit. I don't blame him. Matt Cain consistently throwing about 93 miles an hour. Matt Kemp has been standing at second base since Andre Ethier was there. He was there with nobody out, and he's still standing there. So Manny Ramirez trying to drive him home somehow. The next one is outside. A little breaking ball, cut about 78 miles an hour. 2-1 the count to Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez, you know, I'm saying Manny Ramirez and Dodger Blue. Does that kind of...
It really hasn't hit me yet. I mean,
right.
Even seeing him play live, it's sort of surreal thinking he's on the Dodgers.
It is surreal. A future Hall of Famer. What will he go in as, though? Red Sox, he's got 2 world championships with them.
An Indian?
Oh, he gets hit in the head. And home plate umpire hasn't mentioned, he hasn't pointed down the first base. He will take his base. But Manny Ramirez gets hit by the pitch. Matt Cain kind of headhunting. You know, I think Matt Cain is actually very wild here early on, and he's kind of been helped by home plate umpire. God bless the helmet there, because Manny Ramirez is going to have a concussion. And you know what? That hair as well is kind of protecting him. Without the hair, he's got a little cushion there with the hair. So Manny Ramirez takes first base. You got first and second now, with James Loney coming up. You know, James Loney, if I'm James Loney, I got to be licking my chops these last few weeks that Manny has been here. He's had so many huge situations that come through, and he hasn't really done so early on so far yet. But that 5 and the 3 hole are very, very important positions on this Dodger lineup, and soon these guys need to kind of come through here, because the offense needs to be consistent, because I think we all know about the pitching. As James Loney flies out to Dave Roberts, and that will end the inning. 1 run, 2 left, no runs. 1 hit, 2 left. The Dodgers scoreless. Here come the Giants. This is the Dodgers Radio Network on NowLive.com, thanks to OurDodgers.com.